I'm really hoping I can do this in one take because I just don't want to have to do it again. I've been wanting to make a video for a while that describes the name of the channel, and I also want to start making videos for the channel. And so I've got just a couple of thoughts I want to share with you about me or the job. I mean, you probably figured it out, but I just want to give you some context and tell you what kind of content you can expect from me. I'm going to start by describing a situation that you might be familiar with, and it's a good sign that you're in the right place. So let's say you started a job, and but then you realize you're unhappy at work. And so you start like looking for another job. And you like update your resume, you start updating LinkedIn and all of that baloney. You start researching like what else could I do? Maybe you go back to school, maybe you get a certification, you're doing informational interviews, you're networking, the whole bit. And then, sorry, I got a timer on my watch. You get an offer and it's great. Like I love getting job offers. It's the best. And you're like, it feels amazing. You're the new person at the job. Everything is interesting and new. You are killing it. People like you like them. And you're like, wow, I think I found the job, like the right job for me. And then like a few months go by, and like the shine kind of wears off a little bit. Um, you start realizing there are parts of the job you don't like as much, and then you're like maybe you like procrastinating on it and you're not really getting stuff done. You start going through the motions. Meanwhile, people knew you were miserable at your last job. You weren't actually miserable, but you had like worked yourself up into a tizzy and you're like, I gotta find a new job. And so you got a new job and people are like, oh my God, how's your new job? And you're like, oh my God, it's great. I love it. Right. But inside, you honestly, you're like, ugh, like I kind of like this job a little less every week. And then maybe a couple of months go by, or maybe a year or two, and you like in your brain, you like, I gotta get out of here. And if you're like me, you convinced yourself that like you're gonna get fired. Sometimes it's not that serious, but for me, I'm always like, oh my God, like they know I'm not really doing a good job. And so I got to get out of here before they say something to me. I'm not on the PIP. I haven't had a bad performance review, but in my brain, it's just like, oh. So I did this for years, job after job after job, multiple degrees, certifications, career pivots. And every time I thought, okay, this job, this is it. This is really connected with who I am and my values and my strengths, and this is going to be great. And then I went through this for a long time. And then I was at one job, one of my last jobs, and I was like, wait a minute. I thought this job was going to be the one that solves the problems. And I was like, wait a minute. I done changed jobs, I done moved, changed industries, and the common denominator is is me. So like, is it me? Am I the problem? Oh, I laughed, but it was very stressful. The question scared me for sure. Because at the time, right, I can't remember if I had been diagnosed with ADHD and I was just like, this is a bullshit diagnosis and I'm not doing anything with it, or if I was sure that I had it, but I hadn't been diagnosed. Either way, I wasn't applying any kind of tricks or tools or strategies. I was also dealing with anxiety and depression, being a Black person in a mostly white environment, like just the stress of like trying to be perfect. And from the outside, you're like, oh wow, this guy's like super driven and he's like successful and all of that. But inside, it kind of feels like a prison. It's terrible. And when I think about the question, like, is it me or the job? I was like, shoot, what happens if it's me? What does that mean? Like, what do I do with that? And I was like, well, let's say it is me or it isn't. Like, if it's the job, like maybe I just haven't found the right job yet. That's the wrong question to ask, it turns out, because I was like, well, shoot, what is the right job? I thought this was the right job. Like, how do I even know? And what does a good fit actually feel like versus me just being in the honeymoon phase? I ain't had no answers, but I think I was starting to ask the right questions. And in talking to one of my classmates while I was in my ADHD coaching program, I was talking and I was like, I just don't know if it's me or the job. And I was like, oh, that's the name of this. That's gonna be the name of my business. And so I did a very ADHD thing, which I had done at least 5 times before. I got the URL, got the website, set up the email accounts, all of it, because I was like, this is something here. But it turns out this time it was. And that's what this channel is about. My name is Bruce, and I'm an ADHD career coach. I don't like saying ADHD career coach because I feel like it kind of puts me in a lane, but I do a lot of career stuff. I feel like I'm an ADHD coach first, but an ADHD career coach with the close second anyway. And I help adults who are working with this, doing this, living this kind of life. Um, Usually people come to me when they're like, they move up to a certain place in their job and they're like, and it just falls apart. You reach the ADHD ceiling. You're like, okay, I have been making it work and trying my best for a long time, and now nothing's working. Everything's falling apart. My spouse is mad, my kids are misbehaving, my money's all screwed up, my sense of self is all screwed up. I keep cycling through jobs. I don't know why. Or usually it comes along with like a diagnosis of ADHD, and then you're like exhausted from working so hard. You feel like you're falling short. You're letting yourself down. You're letting everybody around you down. And it's a real, I don't know, you like look at your life, and you're like, is this it? Is this, is this, is this what we're doing? Right? And it doesn't match the effort you put in already. And that's confusing and frustrating to feel. And so my goal on this channel first is to validate, right? It's to let you know you're not alone. This thing happens, to inform and inspire. When I was in high school, I did this speech. I was on a speech team, and we called it, oh man, what was it called? Information inspiration. Oh man, I forgot what we called it, but basically it was like making information interesting. Um, I forgot the phrase, but I I want to, a big win for me is when I work with clients and they're like, "You've given me new hope," because I felt like I didn't have any hope. But I don't feel that way anymore. So what does it mean to validate, inspire, and inform? Well, to teach you different things about like ADHD and how to work with ADHD. And really, everybody's got to answer this question for themselves. Like, is it me or is it the job? I mean, here's the thing. It's a little bit of both, probably. Uh, but sometimes it is you, and you got to know what to do about that. And then sometimes it's the job, you got to know what to do about that. And so, if any part of that sounded familiar, you're in the right place. Um, and like, if you want, you could put a comment in, and I'll try to respond. I also have ADHD, so I be late with things. Um, but a big part of me putting this out is because I wanted to. I'm always talking to my clients about not waiting until it's perfect, like putting it out there. People need to hear it, and I've thought about doing this every day, but I just hadn't done it yet. So this is me doing it and formally announcing like what we'll talk about on this channel. And I'm looking forward to sharing everything that I know with y'all, um, because I got so much from the YouTube community, like managing my own diagnoses, many of them. And I want to be able to get back. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing more of you soon. Bye.